Hey, it's your girl JJ Miss So Fine Ain't Her, and this is just a random video, but I was just sitting here thinking while I was in the car about how much I'm growing, how much I've grown, and how much I still have to grow. Most people, as they're growing, don't look how much they've grown. They just look at how far they still have to go, but you still have to pat yourself on the motherfucking back and just realize that it's not easy growing up. You gotta pat yourself on the back because you could still be out here showing out on people. You could still be out here catching charges. It's easy to catch a charge. It's easy to catch a charge. And realize when I say that, it's easy to catch a fucking charge. But it's not easy getting that shit expunged. Getting that shit off your fucking record. It's not easy to sit down and talk to somebody about the process it takes to try and speak life into somebody else when you want to choke a bitch out, when you want to run into somebody's fucking bank and just like take all the fucking money out. Like, you got to understand, like, it's not easy. Like, growing up, it's so easy to get in fucking trouble, but hard to get out of that bitch. Like, you got to pat yourself on the motherfucking back every second of the fucking day. You got to thank God every second of the day. You got to pat yourself on the back every second of the day, because trouble is easy to get into but hard to get out of. So apply your fucking self. Toot your fucking horn. Any chance that you get to toot your motherfucking horn, you need to toot that bitch, because confidence sometimes needs to be loud. Because sometimes a bitch will take your fucking humbleness as fucking weak. And you have to remind motherfuckers that I am that fucking nigga, or I am that motherfucking bitch. And it's sometimes you have to remind people of I am that bitch. Like, you gotta sometimes remind a fucking sheep that, bitch, I am a motherfucking lion. Like, I am that nigga. Like, I am. Because I keep saying that it's easy. It's easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out of the motherfucker. Like, you gotta toot your motherfucking horn sometimes, cause motherfuckers ain't gonna toot it for you. So you gotta pop your shit. You gotta talk your shit, cause a bitch ain't gonna talk it for you. Yeah, you can let your clients talk it for you sometimes, but you gotta toot your motherfucking horn. You gotta remind a sheep that, bitch, I am a motherfucking lion. I am that motherfucking nigga. I am that motherfucking bitch. So trouble is easy to get into but hard to get out of. So sometimes toot your goddamn horn. Yeah, remain humble, but sometimes pop your fucking shit. Like, people don't understand that sometimes your heart is pure, but sometimes that shit gets you trampled all over. It gets you ran the fuck over when you want to choke a bitch out. Like, I get in my car sometimes and just vent to my friends, and that gets me sometimes looked at as weak from my friends, from my, it gets me looked at or down upon from my daughters, from family members, from, people that say they love you. But it's all in good riddance. It's all for a reason. But just know what lies beneath is a motherfucking beast. Don't ever get it motherfucking twisted. I am that motherfucking bitch. But it's okay to pop your motherfucking shit. Teresa, Lyric, Shakira, my mother, and whoever else need to be reminded that you see the motherfucking name. I am that motherfucking bitch. Now, sometimes you gotta straighten up your motherfucking back. Walk with your head held up high. And remind motherfuckers, I am that bitch. Deuces.